When dealing with the fuel injection system on these old M130 engines, the first thing you have to do is check your linkages, okay? If your linkages are all messed up, you're never going to get the engine to run right. There's one rod, there's two rods, there's three rods, and of course there's another rod down here that connects to the linkage to your throttle pedal. So the first thing I do is I do what I call a slop test, all right? When I reach down here at the injection pump and move the lever on the injection pump, as soon as I move it, that over there, now there's a slip joint, so if your car has a slip joint, you don't want to worry about that. You push it up tight. As soon as I move this lever on the injection pump, watch that lever right there on the intake. See? See it moving? I'm only moving the lever on the pump about an 1/8 of an inch. Look at that. And I'm getting immediate movement on the lever there to the air valve, okay? So if you don't get movement, there's a delay, you've got slop in some of these ball joints, or you could have, there's a bushing right here. See this rod that runs across the top of the valve cover? These bushings will wear, so you want to grab a hold of the rod and check that, and check this joint over here, and if they're loose, you're going to have to fix those bushings first, and then you're going to have to find the wear points. Fortunately, it looks like somebody has kept the ball sockets lubricated on this 280 SL, because as soon as I move the lever on the pump all the way over to there, look at that. See the lever there moving? So that test complete. Once you get the linkage slop out, then you want to go set the air valve adjustment stop screw. That's critical before you begin any other adjustments. Right here is the set screw for the air intake butterfly valve stop. And I think this gets out of adjustment. I see it out of adjustment almost all the time because somebody's trying to adjust the mixture by adjusting the stop, or they're trying to adjust the idle speed by messing around with this. There is a sequence to properly adjust this before you start on any other work on the fuel injection system. First, you'll need to pop off this ball socket. I just love my special ball socket tool. By the way, we carry these on my website. Okay, we'll get that ball socket off. And then I'm going to take the spring off for this adjustment. Just going to set that spring. And now you can see, the valve opening and closing here. All right, so if I can explain this, you want the butterfly valve completely closed and almost, I'm going to repeat, almost sticking when this lever right here hits this stop screw. Follow me? Well, right now I'm looking down in there and it looks like the butterfly valve is not completely closing. So I'm going to move this lever out of the way. I will loosen up the 10 millimeter lock nut. And then come in down through here with a straight blade screwdriver. I'm going to back this out. I'm going to go ahead and back it out about a 1/16 of an inch. See where we're at. Look at that. It's still not sticking. So somebody had this adjusted way off the stop. All right, I'm going to back it out a little bit more. All right, now it's sticking. See that? You can see if you push down on it and it sticks, it should be right about there. So I'm going to turn this in a little bit. Okay, there. You can push on it and see if it sticks. See that? It's sticking a little bit. So I'm going to turn it a little bit more. Okay, look at that. See, it's not sticking. I'll back it out a little bit. Still not sticking. Back it out. Okay, right there. I'm just getting a little bit of sticking, right? So you'll have to play with this. Within a very small amount of turn, you'll get the difference between this being totally closed and slightly open. You do not want it slightly open. I'll explain why a little later in this series. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I will hold the screwdriver in place and lock this nut back down. Okay, now I'm going to check it again. See that? Almost sticking, but not quite. So that completes the first phase of your linkage inspection and the butterfly valve stop adjustment. In the next video, we're going to talk about adjusting the lengths, the proper lengths of the linkages.